Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beat the Market. Today, we are going to talk about two automakers which are making foray into electric vehicle space. These two companies are traditional automakers with internal combustion engine. As you know, most recently there has been a lot of companies emerging in electric vehicle space like Tesla, NIO, Lucid Motors, Arrival. There are many more which are making entry into electric vehicle space. So this is going to be a power-packed video, so don't go away. So before we talk about these two companies, let's visit why there has been so much interest in electric vehicle companies. As you know, there was a Paris Accord which was signed by many countries in 2015. The goal of Paris Accord was to reduce the carbon emission. So their main goal is to limit the rise of temperature to 2 degrees Celsius to pre-industrial level. And as you're aware, Biden administration has rejoined Paris Accord agreement. So US is now signatory of this agreement. The goal of this accord is to reduce the carbon emission, and many countries are making good progress. And internal combustion engines contribute a lot to carbon emission, and which is driving this electric vehicle growth in especially in the US, China, and many other countries. As you are aware, Biden administration is very committed to reduce the carbon emission, and they have pledged under new infrastructure plan, they have pledged a lot of support to clean energy and especially electric vehicles. Biden plan calls for 100 billion rebate for new electric vehicle customers. So his plan is to spend 174 billion US dollars to win the EV market. And under this plan, they will provide point of sales rebate, tax incentive, and national network of 500,000 of electric charging stations. According to the US Transportation Department, so the goal is to spend this 174 billion US dollars. 100 billion will go to new consumer rebates, 15 billion to build new charging station. So there are a lot of electric vehicle companies which are entering the market. Tesla has been on the forefront, but there are many other companies. For example, Lucid Motors, which is also gaining a lot of interest. NIO, Li Auto, and XPeng in China. So traditional automakers have a huge market share over the years. For example, GM Motors, Ford, Toyota, Honda, all these they sell quite a bit cars, and these traditional automakers, they don't want to be left behind, and they are investing a lot into this to get into EV market. So these traditional automakers like Ford, GM, Toyota, Honda, they all want to get into EV market because that's where industry is moving, and to achieve zero carbon emission in coming years, electric vehicles play an important role. But the two companies which I'm going to talk about, General Motors and Ford, I think both of these companies are making big steps to transitioning towards electric vehicle space, and I think they have very fair valuation right now compared to other EV companies like Tesla, Lucid Motors, NIO. So both General Motors and Ford, I think they are more long-term investments. As you know, auto industry is very competitive and need large capital investment. And also currently this industry is also battling with chip shortage. So near-term outlook doesn't look very good because they have to shut down or slow down their productions. Pandemic, there was a lot of demand for chips in PCs, gaming, all those work at home type of work, and which caused shortage of chips. And moreover, there are new players in the auto market, especially in the EV space, Tesla, Lucid Motors, Arrival, and there are many more, NIO, XPeng. Li Auto in China. So this space is getting very competitive too. Let's talk about why I like General Motors and Ford, which can make a good impact in the electric vehicle space. So let's talk about General Motor first. I think General Motor is it's a leader in the U.S. market with a 70% market share of total sales in 2020. As you can see, General Motors came back in 2009 during financial crisis. They were on the verge of bankruptcy, but they made a strong comeback, and now they're one of the world's best car companies. So you can see that they have made a they are embracing electric vehicle future, and they aim to spend 27 billion US dollars through 2025, and so which is very ambitious plans. But General Motors, as you know, they have four core brands: Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and their four operating segments: General Motors North America, General Motors International, Cruise, and GM Financial. And it's mostly their sales comes from North America. Their cruise business is the one which is autonomous driving. As you can see, GM has made a very bold statement in early 2021, in February actually, to sell only zero emission vehicles by 2035, which is very ambitious plan. And they're already on their way to make this transition. They will spend on battery electric vehicles, they will spend 27 billion US dollars from 2020 to 2025. And on top of that, they also branding their battery technology called Ultium, which we'll talk more in detail later, which offers up to 450 miles of range. So that's very good for General Motors as well. Let's look at some fundamental analysis. Currently, they are trading around $58, and according to Morningstar analyst rating, their fair value is 59 US dollars. So it's trading around. It's not pretty cheap stock. Price to sales ratio of only 0.69, price to book 1.88, and their forward PE is very attractive, only 11. So considering other EV companies, Tesla and all others, they have PE ratio of more than hundreds. Their entry into electric vehicles, I think General Motor is well poised for strong growth, but it's a long-term stock. Let's look at some few other news about the companies. As I said, it's trading around $58. You can see they have been beating their estimate from last few quarters, so that's good. On Yahoo Finance, they come out buy rating, which is between strong buy and buy, which is pretty nice. Average analyst price target is $66.45, which is nice upside from here. With the highest is $85. That's quite upside from here. And you can also see analysts rating in 2021. Overweight by Morgan Stanley, Citigroup buy, Wells Fargo overweight. These ratings upgrades are a very nice reflection on the future of the company. Let's look at a few other company specific news. So you can see GM, this is April 16. GM LG Energy invest 2.3 billion US dollars in second US electric vehicle battery manufacturing plant. It's a joint venture called on their battery technology, which called Ultium cells. They want to invest 0.3 billion US dollars, which is a pretty good amount, and this will compete with Tesla and Panasonic. If you can see, their goal is to make 800 volt battery packs and 350 kilowatt fast charging capability, while most of electric vehicles it's only 400 volt battery packs and 200 kilowatt charging capability. So which is pretty nice, and I think they can also license in future to other automakers. There are many big companies has been partnering with General Motors on their self-driving unit called Cruise. You can see most recently Walmart is investing in Cruise, which is self-driving car company, which is owned by General Motors. Before this, Microsoft, Honda Motors, they also have partnered with GM Motors on this Cruise, their autonomous self-driving company. So all in all, I think General Motors, in traditional automaker, they are making good progress in electric vehicle space and on battery. It's a more long-term play. I think in a few years, I think General Motors will do well. In traditional automakers, I think they're one of the best. Another company I want to talk about is Ford Motors. Like GM Motor, this company is also battling chip shortage and has to do some production cuts. And they're also going through restructuring. And so the near-term outlooks are not so good, but they're making good progress into EV space. And I think the long-term potential is huge. So let's deep dive into Ford Motor Company. I'm sharing this report from Zacks. They're trading around $12.23 and their price target is $13. It's a short term, 6 to 12 months. And they hold rating, so which is good. Let's see a few other things. So Ford Motor Company, they basically manufacture Ford and Lincoln vehicles. So that's their main business, and they operate in North America, South America, Europe, and Asian countries. At the end of 2020, company retail segment held 13.2% market share in North America. As we discussed, for General Motor was 17%, 6.2% in South America, 7.2% in Europe, and 5.3% in ASEAN, and small percentage in China. Also, you can see their forecast, sale forecast is increasing from 2020 to 2021 and 2022. Thing is worth noticing is they are making good progress into e-mobility, and that's and their electric Mustang Mach-E, whose delivery began in late 2020, is getting very good positive reviews, and they are also planning electric transit van by late 2021, and they want to convert Ford 150, which is their main trucks, by 2022. So they have very strong plan for entering into electric vehicle space. So this is also from Zacks report, why Ford. I think they have strong mix of F-Series trucks and SUV models, including Escape, Explorer, Expedition, EcoSport, and Edge. And the main point is their upcoming launches in electric vehicle space. I think they're spending $29 billion through US dollars through 2025, including 22 billion in electric vehicles and 7 billion in autonomous vehicle driving, which is very ambitious plan. And I think after General Motors, they are the one who are making good progress. Let's check a few other things related to Ford. I think another thing Ford is doing is restructuring and revamping their operations. Especially they are revamping their marketing, product development, and testing. And also they're restructuring in their foreign markets, especially in North America and Europe. They're improving their platforms, which should improve their economies of scale. Right now, they have 27 more platforms. They're moving into 5 flexible architectures across unibody, body of frame, and battery electric vehicles. So all this should improve their profitability and improve their efficiencies. And another point which I discussed also in the Zacks report, I think in February 2021, Ford announced it's increasing its autonomous and electric vehicle spending to 29 billion through 2025, of which they have already spent 9 billion US dollars. And their plan is to convert all their F-150 trucks by 2022. Their CEO, Jim Farley, he's very experienced executive, and He has worked before in Toyota. I think he has very intrinsic motivation to make this company successful because it's a family-owned company, and he's born to his grandfather. We looked at Zacks report, but let's look at Morningstar analysis. Right now, they are trading around $12.23. And according to Morningstar, which are more conservative, they still give it fair value of $15, which is pretty good upside from here, more than 20% upside from here. Their price to sales ratio is very attractive, 0.38, and very attractive price to earning ratio like General Motors, $11. So they're very, very cheap compared to other EV companies, Tesla, NIO, Lucid Motors. I think if they make their transition into electric vehicles successful, I think they're trading at very cheap price to earning ratio. Let's look at some analyst ratings on Ford Motors. Okay, let's look at Yahoo Finance. They have been beating their estimate from last 3 quarters, and good analyst rating. I think in 2021 it's mostly hold, buy, overweight, and most recently in April is overweight rating, so which is nice. So I believe both General Motors and Ford, they are making good progress into EV space and trading very cheaply. So I think could be very good investment right now. Also, I must say that there are some near future challenges with the margins because there's chip shortage right now, which is impacting auto industry, and transitioning into more electric vehicle space need a lot of investment, which might affect their margins. But I think if they make good successful progress into EV space, I think these both companies can benefit immensely. Thanks for watching. I hope you find this content useful. Please do like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.